Do-hyuk, a seasoned hunter in the treacherous world of the system, walked into the gilded cage. His eyes scanned the grand architecture, taking in the intricate designs that adorned the walls and ceilings. It was the grand headquarters of the Stardust Guild, a place buzzing with activity. Adventurers of all kinds moved about, discussing quests and sharing tales of their exploits. The air hummed with a nervous energy, the tension was palpable, as if everyone was on edge, waiting for the next big challenge to arise. He was here to meet Marie, the guildmaster. She was a figure of authority and respect, someone who commanded the room with her mere presence. Marie was a formidable woman, known for her sharp wit and even sharper sword. Her reputation preceded her, and tales of her bravery were legendary. She'd built the Stardust Guild from the ground up. Through sheer determination and strategic brilliance, she had turned it into one of the most respected guilds in the land. Her eyes, though, held a deep sadness, a reflection of the battles she had fought and won. Each victory had come at a cost, and the weight of those sacrifices was evident in her gaze. Do-hyuk approached her with a confident stride. He knew his worth. His experiences had shaped him into a resilient and skilled hunter, and he was ready for whatever challenge lay ahead. He'd faced countless monsters spawned by the system, a mysterious force that had warped their world. Each encounter had tested his limits, pushing him to become stronger and more resourceful. Survival was a skill, and he was a master. His journey had been long and arduous, but it had also made him one of the most capable hunters in the realm. Now, standing before Marie, he was ready to take on whatever mission she had in store for him.
Guildmaster Marie, thank you for seeing me.
I've heard whispers of your exploits, Hunter.
I'm here to strike a deal.
Do-hyuk stated, laying a hand on the table. On it lay a gleaming stone pulsing with otherworldly energy. It was a system drop, a valuable one. Marie leaned forward, her interest piqued. The stone thrummed, its power palpable. Such artifacts were coveted, their potential immense.
And what is it you seek in return?
Information, knowledge about the Bermurans.
The Bermurans were a savage race, twisted by the system into monstrous forms. Marie's face hardened. The Bermurans were a plague responsible for countless deaths, including those close to her.
That information is hard-won, Hunter?
My price is high.
Do-hyuk countered, gesturing to the pulsating stone. Negotiations were a dangerous game, a dance on a razor's edge. The tension in the room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Every word, every gesture was a calculated move. Finally, Marie nodded, a flicker of acceptance in her eyes. The deal struck. They ventured into the Twisted Woods, a hunting ground teeming with Bermurans. The air was thick with tension, every step they took echoing in the eerie silence. Eerie silence hung in the air, broken only by the rustling of leaves. The forest seemed to be holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. Suddenly, a guttural roar shattered the quiet, sending shivers down their spines. Bermuran warriors, their eyes burning with primal rage, emerged from the shadows. Their presence was overwhelming, a dark force of nature. They were massive, their bodies a grotesque mockery of nature, twisted and deformed. Do-hyuk reacted instantly, his movements a blur as he drew his weapons. His training kicked in, every muscle in his body responding with precision. Blades flashed, a deadly dance under the pale moonlight. The sound of metal clashing filled the air. Marie, a whirlwind of steel, fought by his side. Her movements were fluid, a perfect blend of grace and power.
Roar S1.
Do-hyuk and Marie stood back to back, their blades gleaming in the dim light. They were a formidable team, their trust in each other unshakable, fending off a horde of grotesque Bermurans in the heart of the Twisted Woods. The battle was fierce, every swing of their swords a testament to their resolve. The battle raged, the air thick with the stench of blood and fear. The clash of steel and the cries of the wounded filled the night, creating a symphony of chaos and destruction. Do-hyuk fought with the cold precision of a seasoned hunter, each strike calculated and deadly. His movements were fluid, almost like a dance as he weaved through the battlefield, leaving a trail of fallen enemies in his wake. He saw the flash of pain on Marie's face as a Bermudan claw grazed her arm. Her eyes widened in shock, but she quickly regained her composure, her grip on her weapon tightening. She fought on, her resolve unbroken. Every swing of her sword was filled with determination, every step forward a testament to her unyielding spirit, but her wounds told a story. Each scar was a chapter in her tale of survival, a reminder of battles fought and victories hard won.
Grunt.
Finally, the last Bermudan fell, its body dissolving into motes of system energy. The battlefield grew still, the echoes of combat fading into the distance. Silence descended once more, heavy and oppressive. The once vibrant battleground now lay in eerie stillness, a stark contrast to the chaos that had just unfolded. Do-hyuk watched Marie, her face pale but resolute, her eyes, though tired, still burned with the fire of determination. The scars on her body were a testament to her strength, a map of her survival. Each mark was a badge of honor, a symbol of her resilience and unbreakable will.
Here, take this.
Do-hyuk approached Marie, offering her a healing potion. She accepted it with a grateful nod, her hand trembling slightly.
You fight well, Hunter.
Survival teaches us all.
He replied, his voice devoid of boastfulness. He understood the toll such battles took, the invisible scars they left behind.
The information you seek is costly. It comes at a price many are unwilling to pay.
Do-hyuk nodded, his gaze steady. He knew the risks, the sacrifices demanded in their world. He was ready to face them.
I offer you a contract, Hunter. Join the Stardust Guild. Fight alongside us.
Do-hyuk considered her offer. A guild offered protection, resources, camaraderie, but it also meant tying his fate to theirs.
I fight for my own reasons.
He replied, his voice echoing in the stillness, but a flicker of intrigue danced in his eyes.
And what if our reasons align?
The Bermurans are a threat to us all.
Her words hung in the air, an invitation and a challenge. The fate of the world, it seemed, rested on his decision.